Hey y'all, it's K Divine. I was just reading, excuse me, I was reading and I don't know, I had to take a pause because this part in the book just kind of, it pissed me off because I felt the pain of the characters and I was just like, ugh. I was like, is this gonna get better? I was like, I hope the protagonist wins. I'm sick of these people. And then it started making me think about my own situation where, I was just talking to one of my ex's friends earlier today, and I was like, things are just, not going my way really. Life has just been whooping my ass, and I'm just trying to, pick up the pieces of it, because you go through something odd like being gang stalked and being scapegoated and in situations and having people hide things from you and people, going through smear campaigns and like you don't really you can't really talk to people about it because most people really just don't understand what you're going through, and it doesn't help when you're in the midst of a smear campaign because everybody knows what's being said about you, but nobody's coming to you and telling you. Like everyone's just looking at you like, just, and you don't know why. And I was also thinking just about like the conversation I had with my ex the other night. And I told him like I learned a lot while I was, in my car. I'm like I learned a lot. And he was like, "Yeah, what?" And I was like, "I'm strong as fuck." And I just wanted to come on here and I just wanted to let somebody know, not only are you strong, you're resilient. And I don't think you give yourself enough credit for that. It's not easy to fight silent battles, especially when you're in isolation. Especially when you're going through all these things, your friends done turned on you or people just, have fallen off. You're finding out information through the situations that you're going through of like how disloyal so many people have been towards you, how you've had a lot of fake friends, a lot of fake connections, and that's really hard to deal with on top of the smear campaigns and the gang stalking or whatever it is that you're going through. It's already hard, you know. I'm sure a lot of you have been having financial issues as well. People trying to block your money, people stealing things from you, people who you trusted. Like, I don't think people really understand, especially coming from people who have such good hearts and are good natured and truly want to see the best in everyone and truly want the best for everyone. There are not a lot of people like that in this world, and you just happen to be one of them. And sometimes it feels like a disadvantage because people often will come into your life and instead of loving you, they love your hand. They love what you give them more than they appreciate you as a person. They appreciate the benefits that they get from being around you. And that's hard to deal with because it's like you realize that those people really don't mess with you the same way that you mess with them. And it's like you want the best for people, but it's like you can't be in these one-sided relationships and it hurts. And so you're dealing with all this life stuff. You're dealing with people coming after you, especially if you've chosen. If you've chosen, you already going through some weird stuff. You already done been through some weird stuff that just seems unexplainable. And you just looking like, God, what is this? Like, who are these people and what's like what are these principalities? Like, who is this trying to destroy me? And it's hard enough going through that because even people who are religious, a lot of them don't even understand it because they're not really spiritual. You can be religious and spiritual. But a lot of people are religious, but they're not spiritual. So they don't understand what it is that you're really fighting. Like they can um quote the Bible back and forth. They can they have a scripture for all of your issues, but yet they don't feel it though. They can't relate. It's not really helpful. You got, stuff going on and people just tell you to pray about it. And it's like I've been praying. And it's like I need real love and real depth here, and it you don't really find it, and you find yourself alone having to deal with that, and fighting them silent battles is extremely difficult on your own. When it's just you and God, it's just you and the universe, or what, however it is it resonates for you, whatever your spiritual or religious beliefs are. When it's just you and your creator, and you're like, I'm hanging on to you because you're the only thing I got left, that is not easy to do. A lot of people don't. Y'all go watch my video about they believe in God but you obey God, because that's really what that comes down to. Because some of y'all right now have had to go through things where you had to listen to what God told you to do. And it wasn't easy. And a lot of people don't understand it. Hold on. A lot of people really don't understand what it is that you were going through and the decisions that you made based on what God told you to do. Because God didn't have a conference call with your neighbors and your family and everybody else that's around you and tell them that, well, this is the decision I'm telling my chosen one to do. And so people are looking at you like you crazy for what you did. And it's okay. It's gonna all turn around at some point. And I feel y'all and what y'all going through. But I really just want y'all to understand and know just how strong you really are. Because somehow, after everything that you have been through, these silent battles, the sleepless nights, the financial struggles, the grief, God, the grief. It's not even just about losing people to like death. It's also just the having to deal with losing people because of circumstances, because they betrayed you. Just dealing with all of that. It's not easy. And a lot of people will never understand. But the fact that you have the ability to get up every day, you find something to be grateful for, and you, even through the pain, put a smile on your face, even though things may have not been going your way, even though you may not even see the light at the end of the tunnel. The fact that you can get up every day and still be able to function enough, put a front on, because I promise y'all, a lot of y'all walk outside y'all houses every day and you going, doing, running your errands, living your life, going through the most, and people are looking at you and they would not even know by the way that you look of the things that you are dealing with. You still getting the evil eye and like people just staring at you because they see the favor on you, and most people would never even guess that you've been suffering, that you cry yourself to sleep, that you have, just fighting depression, fighting anxiety. Like most people would never even think that. They assume that you got everything together because you hold it so well, you carry it so well. And that's a level of strength that a lot of people really don't possess. Because for a lot of people, when things get a little bit hard for them, they crumble, they spiral. But you carry it well. And you should be very proud of yourself for that. And I love you guys so much. So just know how strong you are. Know that you are more resilient than you're giving yourself credit for. Because, like I said, like a lot of people, like there are people right now, I think I've said this before, like people have taken themselves out of this world for less than the things that you have gone through. Less. And for a lot of you, you've been going through things all of your life. You come from a karmic family. You've had nothing but toxic relationships, friendships. You had troubles in school. You had trouble with substances and things of that nature. Like you've had to grow through a lot of stuff, and it's been heavy and it's been hard, and it's like, dang, when does this shit end? And I'm right there with you, because it's like, when does this shit end? I mean, we never stop growing, we never stop evolving, but it doesn't feel good when you've been trying to push through the hard stuff for so long and it just feels like you have no support. I mean, you have no support. Not that it feels that way. You literally have zero support from people, um, the people around you. And it's okay. It's between you and your creator now. And all I'm going to say is just keep holding on. And I'm right here with y'all, because it's like, this life is weird. Especially right now, just looking at world events, it's like, dang, like, what is this? Like, the world is imploding. But it's gonna be all right, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all keep y'all heads up. It's your girl Kate, and I'll see you later. Bye.